On today's episode, I'm going to tell you the bad and the ugly on Turo. I've discussed the good parts about Turo. Now I want to discuss the bad and the ugly. You may be searching on YouTube and you see a lot of people talking about their glories on Turo. I'm here to give you the other side of the coin. Like in terms of accidents, if your car's stolen, guests damage your vehicle, what happens. So I'm going to let you know my journey and a few horror stories that I've had and what the outcome was. So I'm gonna start with my dream car. So I'm gonna start with my dream car. I finally got my dream car. It was renting out. It was making some good money. A guest came in. They checked in the vehicle. Everything was good to go. I was like, all right. They took off with the car. And then maybe about an hour later, they're like, hey, I got into an accident. I was like, oh man. So I said, hey, are you okay? They're like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I was like, what happened? They're like, oh, we rear-ended somebody on the highway. So I'm like, oh, God. So I was like, yeah, okay, send me some pictures. We'll put the claim into Turo. And because he said rear-ended, I didn't think it was too bad until I seen the pictures. Oh, man, airbag deployed, trunk halfway up. I was like, oh, here goes my car. Yeah, so literally my car was a write-off. I was out of a vehicle for about 2 to 3 weeks until everything got done. Sometimes the process could be a bit lengthy when it comes to writing off your vehicle because an adjuster has to come in to make sure that the car is actually a write-off, or it can be fixed. In this case, it was a write-off. I wasn't able to save the car. And then there goes my dream car. So for you people that love your vehicle and you don't like when you see like a little bird poop on your car, Turo is not the platform for you to be renting your car on. Turo is not the platform for you. Stay away from Turo. If you love your car, keep loving your car. You drive your car, nobody else drives it, you're fine. But at the end of the day, I'm running a business here, so I can't have my emotions tied to material items. It's the same thing that happens with rental companies. Cars get written off, can't do nothing about it. You just got to keep moving on. You put a claim in, you get compensated, you get a new car, and you're back on. One of my top performing vehicles was doing really well, and somebody rented it and they ended up crashing it. It was late at night. They had to go to the reporting center. Once the reporting center was done, the tow guy was there. And one thing with tow people, if you have somebody or a body shop you want to bring your car to, do it right away. Don't let the tow truck man bring your car to their yard, because then that will be additional fees. Mind you, it's not you paying for it, but it becomes a hassle to get your car out of their compound to get it to where you need your car to be fixed. So try to work that out with the tow truck man or the guest where you want your vehicle to go ahead of time, and not wait till the car is at the other compound. Another accident that I had, it was dragged out. So if you have, like, say, a foreign car and something was damaged, sometimes it could take a bit of time to source the parts to fix your vehicle. So if you have like an Audi R8 or a Porsche 911, you might need what?
Hyundai.
No, don't worry about Honda. Or parts may not be as available as if you had a Hyundai accident and needed a part sourced. I had another vehicle where a guest, their boyfriend took my car. No, their boyfriend, this is the story that they told me. How true it is, I don't know, but I found it to be pretty funny. So it was a girl that rented the car, and her story was her boyfriend stole her keys, went out drinking, and then drove into somebody's backyard. I was like, what? I got notified by the police and I was like, huh, what's going on here? So they reached out to me, let me know where my car is. They told me that my car, so this is the ugly part of Turo now. So because somebody was under the influence of alcohol, they automatically impound your car, and it starts at 7 days minimum up to like 30 days. So if somebody's speeding or under the influence of alcohol, that's an automatic impound that they keep for a minimum of 7 days. So that kind of sucks, because now you don't have a vehicle, you don't know the extent of the damage to see if it's repairable or not. Then you gotta wait till you're able to take your car to the pound. So I go to the pound, and when I see the car, I was like, what in the world happened? Like, there was like a piece of board that went straight through the windshield. The trunk was up. Like, man, it was such a bad accident. So I put the claim in through Turo, let them know whatever happened or the story that I was told. Put the claim in, the car was a write-off. I did get compensated for the write-off. And then months down the line, I get something like this in the mail. I don't want to show the information because some people like to zoom. I get this in the mail, and guess what it is? I got served papers. They're trying to sue me, or they tried to sue me for like $150,000. I think it was for the claim. I was like, yo, this is ridiculous. The good thing is, because you are under Turo's Insurance covers things that happen like this. You go through their insurance agency. They have a representative to help you with the situation. Pretty much they take over everything after that point. You just give your story. I rented the car to this person, blah, 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 and that's it. And then they take matters into their own hands. A couple months down the line, the representative got back to me and let me know that they're dropping the lawsuit. So I was like, that's a win for me. Keep in mind though, I was like, yo, that's amazing. Like, I was so happy. And not the fact that if they did win that I would need to pay, because Turo covers you up to $2 million under their insurance policy. So I didn't really need to worry about anything, but it was just a chip off of my shoulder that wasn't there, that's not there anymore. So I just wanted to give you guys some things that I've gone through my journey. It doesn't happen often. I've been on the platform since 2016. I can count how many cars have been written off or been in accidents. It's not that many. Maybe 5 to 10% of your overall bookings, you may run into an accident or something happens with your car. But it's not the end of the world. It comes with your territory. It's just like if you're renting a regular car rental business, or if you had your house on Airbnb. You do have those 1-2 people that purposely mess up or just happen by an accident. Accidents happen, right? Like, there's no such perfect world where it's like, oh, nothing will happen to my car, blah, blah. Things happen all the time. You don't think a tire will pop. Tires pop. You don't think a battery will die. Batteries die. One guest messaged me like late in the night saying, hey, the car's not starting. I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? So I had to drive downtown, bring my battery pack along with cables just in case to make sure that I could boost the car. Like, it was so cold outside that the battery stopped working. I was like, oh my God, like seriously, I gotta go outside in this right now? So I brought my battery pack and I also brought cables. The battery pack works. So what I said to the guest, hey, keep this battery pack with you just in case the car does shut off again, so that you can at least charge the car to start it. So the guest was fine with that. It's annoying to have to just get up and deal with stuff like that, and it's also embarrassing at the same time, right? But these are things that happen, and you got to be prepared just in case these things happen. So it's a good thing I had a battery pack. So if you're thinking of starting Turo, have a battery pack or cables on deck just in case. When I did get back the car, I just brought it to the mechanic, got a new battery. Why? Because it's to avoid those problems. Yes, the battery could have lasted still, but it was so cold outside that it was just draining the battery's juice. So that was an indication for me to say, all right, let's go get a new battery. So if you found this video helpful, I have linked a video above on how to start renting your car on Turo for you to watch next.